The nastiest people on Hoarders.
Are you gonna eat it?
I might. I have to see.
No, don't eat that. Please don't eat
Why?
that.
It's delicious.
It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I cannot believe that this lady ate this black tar from 25 years ago. She's just chomping away on it.
Oh my gosh. Walk in, babe. Walk in.
Is it like,
As we walked from room to room, Jan cried more and more.
I can live again. I can be a person again.
A hoarder that loves to cook? Much worse combo than pineapples on pizza. Lisa, who is clearly a hoarder, tells us she loves to cook even in the midst of her disgusting hoard. She also reveals she has to hang her groceries on the chandeliers or the rats will eat them. Rats? Guess they must love the wonderful mold too.
My name is Lisa, and I love cooking. My kitchen has all kinds of wonderful molds for salmon mousse. It's got that bomb mold, a Mongolian fire pot. Food is like creativity and possibilities in life. But I don't have a working refrigerator. When I buy food, I have to hang the bags from the chandeliers in order to keep the rats from getting to the food.
Anna, Lisa's daughter, describes her mom's house as a garbage dump, like something out of a horror movie.
My mother's house, it just looks like something out of a horror movie, like an evil witch lives there. Something out of a monster movie, where it's some swamp thing is gonna rise out of the basement. There's just food everywhere. It's as if somebody had just taken a municipal garbage dump and just dumped it into a house.
Anna reveals the tragedy her and Lisa suffered growing up with an abusive father and husband. She claims he made Lisa think she was a hoarder until she became one.
My father was an abusive sociopath, and in a way, I always felt like it was like living with Jim Jones.
My husband was constantly up and down. You know, very good, very bad. I love you, I love you, I love you. Move out, I can't stand
It
you.
was in so much anxiety and fear over him that what he said became reality. She became a hoarder because he told her she was one. Like a hypnotized person, you know, carrying out exactly what he described.
I had gone through so much, I had cried so much, and I'd gone into a frozen state.
She's lost contact with reality. Eventually, she'll make some heinous mistake and eat something that expired 3 years ago. I feel like it's a game of Russian roulette.
Finally, Matt Paxton is here, but something tells me we haven't seen it all just yet.
My name is Matt Paxton. I'm an extreme cleaning specialist. This is a great opportunity to work on your mind and your home. This is gonna be a tough one because everything in this house matters so much to you.
Ugh, you can just smell the horror. Got a feel for Matt. He gets to discover smells that shouldn't even exist.
Ugh.
We have a
It's our
rat.
first flattened rat.
I smell a rat. Is there a date on him?
The kitchen was disgusting. I have found smells that I've never smelled before in my entire life.
Quick whiff. Yeah?
The chicken bones were disgusting. They were dry bones, but they were sweating and they smelled like sugar and butt. And that means a rat ate something bad and died.
Mark Pfeffer, a licensed psychotherapist, tries to help Lisa stop seeing potential in every piece of garbage she comes across.
My name is Mark Pfeffer. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and specialist in the treatment of compulsive hoarding.
Because of Lisa's intelligence and creativity, Lisa's taken the infrastructure, if you will, of a hoarder. You said you see potential in everything except for yourself.
Oh, I'm too old for potential anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
So this can, theoretically then, would have more potential than you.
It's very hard to listen to this. To hear my own mother say that there's more potential in something that's trash than there is in her.
Cleaning day 2, Matt is miraculously still alive, even after discovering some mice in Lisa's bowl.
Those bowls held a bag of sugar.
Yeah, they showed me the sugar and I threw it away because it had been eaten.
Why?
Had mice in it. Mice
It
poop.
had mice in the sugar.
I'm starting to get frozen in this room. We've been working for an hour.
Matt discovers some fossilized rats and a mystery jar of trash from 25 years ago, which Lisa claims is candy. Don't do this, Lisa. She did it. Lisa just helped herself to a mouthful of garbage from the 20th century.
And this is just fossilized. It's not even like eaten, it's just fossilized. Lisa,
That's not. Yes?
just out of curiosity, do you know what this is? Is this a keeper?
Yeah.
Are you gonna eat it?
I might. I have to see.
No, don't eat that. Please don't eat
Why?
that.
It's delicious.
I cannot believe that this lady ate this black tar from 25 years ago. She's just chomping away on it, and she's got a smile on her face. I can't believe you just did that. Ugh.
I just wanted to show you.
Oh, sweet Lord.
Anna comes to the conclusion that Lisa is more part problem than she is a person. Eating 25-year-old poop did it for me. She is sick.
You know, I feel like I've let go of the thought of her as basically a normal person with a problem, and now I think the problem is taken over so much of her life and the space in her brain, and that's very sad.
Yeah.
Anna knows that, I know that, everyone knows that. The woman is sick, period. She's extremely sick.
Anna's afraid to call Adult Protective Services because she fears being alienated from her mother for the rest of her life.
They all try to convince Lisa to let them get her to Adult Protective Service.
I need to get help from local authorities to get the resources involved. That includes calling APS, Adult Protective Services.
No,
And that's a good thing, not a bad thing.
No, it's not a good thing. I'm resigned to having all those people in the house. I'm just sat on the porch and let them do whatever they wanted to do.
Sweet Lord, there's poop everywhere. Even the poop has poop on it. Jan, an artist, reveals she spends most of her day on the internet and making jewelry, surrounded by trash. The cat poop is so high you have to step up? Doubt I'd step anywhere near that house.
I pretty much spend the day making jewelry and playing on the internet. My kitchen is the worst room. It's just a mountain of cat crap. You have to step up to get in because the cat crap is so hot. I live out of my bedroom. I don't come out in the front of the house at all.
Jan's daughter and sister, Georgia and Pam, reveal the horrors of going to visit Jan only to be driven away by the piles of litter and unimaginable smell. I'm definitely taking their words for it.
I am Georgia, and I'm Jan's daughter.
I'm Pam, and Jan is my sister.
The last time I was there was piles of trash.
The reason I quit going to her home was because of the smell of her home. Couldn't take it.
Seems like the local authorities already got involved with Jan's house, as Jan reveals it took the inspector only 5 minutes to deem her house unsafe and uninhabitable. He was in there for 5 minutes? He's as immortal as Majin Buu, or just doesn't have a nose like Voldemort.
I didn't want to leave. To inspect your apartment. He was in there for about 5 minutes and came out and said, I can't let you go back in there. And he was like, no, you can't stay here.
Jan tells us she currently stays at Georgia's house, but Georgia doesn't want Jan staying over. She seems to consider Jan a psychological threat.
I can't afford to have her stay with me. I can't psychologically have her stay with me. It's too stressful.
She's not happy at all that she's having to have me in her apartment. You know, and I understand. It's a terrible burden for her. She doesn't need this.
Jan finally agrees to seek help as Dorothy Berenger, a pro organizer, leads Jan and her family into the monster house. Pam can't even believe how bad things got.
I'm Dorothy Berenger, professional organizing expert. Today, I'm going in with the whole family so that they can get an understanding of what this house really looks like.
I never dreamed it was this bad, and I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about?
That I didn't help her more. I could have pushed her, and I'm sorry, Jan.
Jan does nothing but have a smoke outside as she watches other people put their nostrils on the line, cleaning up her intense mess. The audacity.
What's really interesting is that she is avoiding doing any of the work. Family members in there shoveling, dusting, getting stuff off the walls, and Jan outside having a cigarette.
Dr. Rabinzasio, a licensed psychologist, tries to get through to Jan so she can accept her mistakes and move forward.
Jan, it's your responsibility
To take care of this situation, okay? I realize this is painful, but I'm gonna ask you to go back in. This is your responsibility. Part of getting healthy is being a part of this process, not asking everybody else to do this.
Dr. Zasio helps Jan and Georgia work out their problems from before Jan's compulsive hoarding issues. Jan apologizes to Georgia for making her feel it was her fault. I think the house deserves an apology too.
This is such an important dialogue right now because she feels in some way responsible for what's happened. Isn't that what you're saying, Georgia?
You know, this used to be where I lived too. It was like after a while, There wasn't anywhere else to throw anything, and I feel bad. I'm like, well, I contributed to this mess, but then...
This has been really, really, really a lot. I'm sorry, darling.
Jan cranks it all the way up to 11 as she focuses all the energy she should have spent cleaning over the last few years and helps completely clean up 5 tons of hoard.
We have been able to accomplish everything. She went the distance. She got rid of 5 tons worth of stuff.
The crew seems to be planning a surprise for Jan while Dr. Zasio takes her to a salon for a haircut and a makeover. This is a pretty wholesome episode.
Oh, hi, this is Jan.
Hi, welcome to Montage, Jan.
She doesn't believe that she deserves better, and by taking her in, getting her hair cut, getting it washed, getting some makeup on.
I like it. Looks good. Looks really good.
Jan is shocked and amazed as her house looks as good as new, literally in tears of joy. The crew did a fantastic job. Jan's just happy to have a home again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, how beautiful.
Oh, it's a place to live. There's relief. There's gratitude.
You deserve this. I love you.
It's pretty amazing.
Well, sit. I can live again. I can be a person again.